Education system in the UK. Education system in the UK is divided into four main parts: compulsory education, primary education from 1 to 6 years, secondary education from 7 to 11 years, elective education, further education, sixth form college, higher education, college or university. Schooling for children is compulsory from the age 5 to 16, though children under 5 may attend nursery schools or day nurseries. Education within the maintained school system usually comprises two stages: primary and secondary education. Once a student finishes secondary education, he or she has the option to extend into further education. UK students planning to go to the college or university must complete further education. To ensure that all schools could be standardized, so all children went from year to year 11 in the same way and at the same time. With the same curriculum, the national curriculum was designed. The curriculum consists of a range of subjects. There is a minimum mandatory core of English, mathematics, combined science, physical education, religious education, and sex education, with short courses in technology, including information technology and a modern foreign language. This gives schools the freedom to teach a greater range of academic or vocational subjects such as Greek and Latin, additional modern languages, French, German, Spanish, performing or creative arts, history and geography, the three separate sciences. Schools are also accepted to teach personal and social education, which includes citizenship. Religious education is available in all schools, although parents have the right to withdraw their children from such classes. Primary education. Primary schools consist mainly of infant schools for children aged 5 to 7, junior schools for those aged 7 to 11, and sometimes combined junior and infant schools for both age groups. Primary students pass from years 1 to 6 without examination, though their abilities are tested at age 7. The emphasis is on learning by discovery rather than memorization. Students learn core subjects such as English, math, science, as well as foundation subjects such as history, geography, music, art, and physical education. Infant schools are largely informal. There is an emphasis on children sharing and enjoying stories, communication, though role play and other games and activities, and emergent writing. Example, making shopping lists, writing prescriptions, etc. In junior school, teaching is often more formal. Children there usually have set periods of statutory subjects. In their last year of primary education, till recently, most school children had to sit for the 11+ examination. Today, it's generally used as an entrance test to a specific group of secondary school, rather than a blanket exam for all pupils is taken voluntarily. Secondary education. According to the national curriculum, the statutory subjects that all pupils must study at this stage are art and design, citizenship, design and technology, English, geography, history, information and communication technology, mathematics, modern foreign languages, music, physical education, and science. The teaching of careers education, sex education, and religious education is also statutory. Types of secondary schools. In UK, two types of secondary education can be distinguished: selective and non-selective. Within the non-selective system, at the age of 11, children may go directly to a secondary comprehensive school. Secondary comprehensive schools are state schools for children from the age 11 to at least 16 that don't select children on the basis of academic achievement or aptitude. Since this school teaches a comprehensive range of subjects across the academic and the vocational spectrum, it's commonly understood that the school will need to be of a large size to take children from a wide ability range. Within the selective system, pupils may choose between grammar schools, technical schools, and the secondary modern schools. Grammar schools are secondary schools attended by pupils aged 11 to 18, to which entry is controlled by means of an academically selective process which sometimes consists of a written examination. Grammar schools give pupils a very high level of academic instruction. After leaving a grammar school, as with any other secondary school, a student may go into further education. Secondary technical schools. There were a type of secondary schools in the United Kingdom that existed in the middle 20th century. Their aim was to teach mechanical, scientific, and engineering skills to serve industry and science. For various reasons, few were ever built, and their main interest is on a theoretical level. Technical schools were modest success given their limited resources and the lack of government attention. Their curriculum was well shaped for dealing with real-world employment and had a solid practical edge. The schools had good links with industry and the commerce. Nowadays, there are just a few technical schools in England and Wales. Secondary modern schools were formed in the UK after World War II and are intended for children who would be going into a trade and thus concentrate on the basics plus practical skills. The main school examination. At the end of year 11, pupils aged 16 in England, Wales, and Northern Ireland take public examination called the General Certificate of Secondary Education in a number of subjects, usually between 8 and 10. This consists of a mixture of internally assessed coursework and the end-of-year examinations set and marked by independent examination boards. The results appeared as grades AG, where A is a top grade. A, B, or C grades are normally regarded as equivalent to the pass grades. Further education. After O-level, more able students enter the sixth form. The curriculum of the sixth form is narrowed to about 5 subjects, of which the pupils will specialize in 2 or 3. The 2-year course at sixth form college leads to advanced level. The examination is usually taken after year 13. Candidates may take as many subjects as they like. 3 A levels are usually enough to gain entry to most universities. Higher education. The UK has a vast variety of higher education opportunities to offer students with over 100 universities providing various degree programs for students from the UK and around the world. In the UK, about 1/3 of all students go on to some form of higher education, and this number is well over 50% for students from Scotland. This makes competition for places very fierce, and so it is advised to apply early for courses. All UK universities enjoy academic freedom. UK universities admission. UCAS, Universities and Colleges Admission Service, as nearly all British higher education institutions are members of UCAS, and those wishing to study for first degrees in the UK must apply through UCAS. Applicants submit a single application via UCAS website with a list of up to 5 courses for which they are applying in no order of preference. All 5 choices are confidential during the application process, so universities and the colleges considering an application cannot see any of the candidates' other choices. Applicants must be completed by the middle of the January of the year that the student wishes to start university. The application also includes current qualifications, employment and a criminal history, a personal statement and a reference. The university is concerned. The application is forwarded by UCAS to the institutions applied to. Each applicant is first considered by the University Admission Board. The University Admission Board either sends the applicant an immediate refusal or, if there are no reason for the latter, passes the candidate's papers to the academic department concerned. The academic department concerned. Members of that academic department examine the candidate's application and make him/her an offer or a place. Offers are either conditional, dependent on future examination performance, or unconditional. Final place confirmation. Final place confirmations are generally made in mid-August when the results of the A-level examination become available. The University Admissions Department sees whether the candidate has fulfilled his/her conditions and if she has sent him/her a definite offer. Types of universities in the UK. Most universities in the United Kingdom can be classified into 6 main categories: ancient universities, London universities, red brick universities, plate glass universities, the open universities, new universities, private university. Ancient universities. The ancient universities in the United Kingdom are in order of formation: University of Oxford, founded before 1167, University of Cambridge, founded in 1209, University of St Andrews, founded in 1413, University of Glasgow, University of Aberdeen, University of Edinburgh. The University of Oxford, located in the city of Oxford, England, is the oldest university in the English-speaking world. It's also regarded as one of the world's leading academic institutions. The most distinctive features of this university are its tutorial and the college system. The colleges are completely autonomous. Each college has its own tutor, administrators, grounds, residence halls, and traditions. Students apply to a college rather than to Oxford University, and most Oxford students readily identify themselves as students at their particular college rather than the university itself. The hallmark of Oxford University academics is the tutorial system. The tutorial is typically a 1-hour meeting between 1 or 2 students and the tutor. Tutorials usually meet once a week or every other week, and at the center of the tutorial is an essay on a topic the tutor previously assigned. The tutor will lead a discussion about the essay topic is an effort to provide new insights at the end of the tutorial. They are similar to independent study course, but Oxford students bear even more responsibility for conducting independent research and maintaining good academic progress. Oxford University organizes weekly lectures on myriad academic subjects, and all students at the university, regardless of college, are welcome to attend. Lectures are not usually mandatory except for some science subjects, but tutors often recommend them as good supplements to tutorials and research. The University of Cambridge is one of the world's oldest universities and the leading academic centers and the self-governed community of scholars. Cambridge comprises 31 colleges and over 150 departments, facilities, faculties, schools, and other institutions. Each college is an independent institution with its own property and income. The colleges appoint their own staff and are responsible for selecting students in accordance with university regulation. The teaching of students is shared between the colleges and the university departments. Degrees are awarded by the university. London universities. London has one of the largest concentration of universities in the world. It has 40 higher education institutions and has a student population of more than 400,000. Among the institutions in London are some of the old and world-famous colleges that today make up the Federal University of London. Modern universities, as well as a number of smaller and often highly specialized universities and colleges. Additionally, over 34,000 students in over 180 countries follow the University of London external system established in 1858. Red brick universities. Red brick is a term used to refer to 6 civic British universities founded in the major industrial cities, England in the Victorian era, which achieved university status before World War II. The term red brick was first coined by a professor of Spanish at the University of Liverpool to describe the civic universities. His reference was inspired by the fact that the Victoria Building at the University of Liverpool is built from distinctive red pressed brick with terracotta decorative dressings. The 6 civic universities were University of Birmingham, University of Bristol, University of Leeds, University of Liverpool, University of Manchester, University of Sheffield. These universities were distinguished by being non-collegiate institutions that admitted men without reference to religion or background and concentrated on imparting to their students real world skills often linked to engineering. This focus on the practical also distinguishes the red brick universities from the ancient English universities of Oxford and Cambridge, collegiate institutions which concentrated on divinity, the liberal parts, and imposed religious tests. The Open Universities. The Open University in the UK, distance learning government supported university for having an open entry policy. Students' previous academic achievements are not taken into account for entry to most undergraduate courses. It was established in 1969 and the first students enrolled in January 1971. The majority of students are based in the UK, but its course can be studied anywhere in the world. The administration is based in Walton Hall, Milton Keynes in Buckinghamshire, but has regional centers in each of its 13 regions around the UK. It also has offices in other European countries. The university awards undergraduate and postgraduate degrees, as well as non-degree qualifications such as diplomas and certificates or continuing education units. With more than 180,000 students enrolled, including more than 25,000 students studying overseas, it is the largest academic institution in the UK by student number and qualifies as one of the world's largest universities. Since it was founded, more than 3 million students have studied its courses. New universities. The term has recently been used to describe any of the former politics, central institutions or colleges of higher education and that were given the status of universities by John Major's government in 1992, or colleges that have been granted university status since then, also called post-1992 universities or modern universities. The University of Buckingham. The University of Buckingham is the only degree-awarding private university in the United Kingdom. Its two campuses are both located in Buckingham, Buckinghamshire. The upper campus is devoted mainly to law, while the other, the Riverside campus, focuses on business and the humanities and science.